on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. It ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. Only one logical thing to do. Don't trip by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip by the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market look embarrassed by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip. Sour cream and onion dip. Scoop it with some ruffle chips. Sink 'em like Titanic ship. Bartender, here's a tip. Crypto face is the truth. He can even show you proof. This is market cipher school. Rory made you say, ooh, wish I had one too. Making plays on Tradingview. Waiting on a blue triangle. I just call it Blue's Clue. Portfolio diversified. Keep my balance classified. Scared to look, you terrified. But when you did, you almost died. All good before you went to sleep. Woke up to a surprise. Couldn't believe your eyes. Where the hell did your money go? You like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? Bitcoin dumping in my sleep. Woke up to a market sweep. That's the reason I don't sleep. Keep my eyes on the prize. Bought some Hex and Cardano. Fear of missing out. FOMO, that's a no-no. Yeah, I know, bro, but I still do the shit. I'm just trying to hit a lick, so I think I just might buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market look embarrassed. Buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip. The market crashed on me, but it's not my ass, homie. Time to rise up out the flames like a motherfucking phoenix. Flying high in the sky, and I motherfucking mean it. Put it all on the house, I can't help it cause I'm greedy. Got a family, gotta feed it. All my followers, man, they need me. We can all get rich together. Talk about financial freedom. BTC.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Make sure most systems go, everything does look like it is working. Hope you all had a good weekend, and yeah, happy Monday. Let's get straight into the charts here. Let's look at the calendar here today, Monday. Pretty much clean, bit of FOMC members speaking tonight, and then we have some PMIs tomorrow, and then we have Unemployment claims, we can see labor market, how it's doing so far, and that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy this week, not like last week. Gold already trying some upside. We had an in-depth webinar yesterday, very good webinar yesterday. Highly recommend everyone watch it actually. But we spoke about this on gold. It happened over Asian. All-time high was in the question here with our bias. So hopefully you guys have been doing your fundamental analysis and have fundamental understanding of the chart. Otherwise, none of this will make sense. None of this will, you know, you'll just be confused of why we're getting these moves, and you'll be looking for maybe sells from up here to crash back down. We can end up rejecting the highs here, no doubt. But for me, those are bullish retracements. So right now, Asian session pushed towards the upside here. We moved around 100 something pips, 150 pips here, bringing us to our last significant closing high, meaning it's not the all-time high. All-time high was this wick, but it is the last high we made on a closing basis. So we just tapped 700 now, got a rejection for 700. Can we break out during London? Yes, we have seen breakouts during London. Definitely can fake out, no doubt about that, but you can't sit with that mindset that I'm scared of a fake out. Just accept the loss if it fakes out, because if we do get a breakout during London, we're in for a treat. So it's worth to take it, and it's really something you have to just go as a trader, and regardless of it, if it fakes out or not, you know, you have to take that, because when it does break out, it is a nice move. So plan is pretty simple today. I'll be looking for, initially was looking for pullback for buys because we didn't tap target, but actually now we've tapped target. So the most logical trade that makes sense today is actually going to be a breakout trade, closing above 700 here. If we can get a close above 700, then we can see the continuation towards the highs. And yeah, pretty simple, nothing too crazy here. In terms of planning, we have obviously previous daily here closing bullish, previous 4 hours closed bullish as well. We are getting pretty extended on the 4 hour, I must say, and nothing has closed above the 4 hour resistance. So definitely we could see a retracement soon, deeper retracement. But for me, that's a bullish retracement, and I want to see how price forms. So initially looking for breakouts, and we'll see what happens with that. So very simple plan. Pullbacks I'm going to be more cautious about, just because we've tapped target. If we can extend target, then pullback, fine, or pullbacks above target. But now that we've tapped something, I want to see some, like, maybe change of structure on 5 minute before trying to take a breakout, a continuation trade, because I feel like if we start to reject here, come down here, that pullback can be a bit more downside. Maybe we retest some levels down here, then New York comes and tries to retest the highs and run it again, something like that. So that's what I want to be cautious about. If not, we will just break out of the highs here and continue. Now looking at DAX here, on the other hand, we have DAX bearish pressure right now at the moment. Previous daily closing bearish here. Weekly candle actually closed bearish as well here, leaving a rejection wick from this support zone. So we're at a major support zone, still in this massive weekly consolidation, still in this daily massive consolidation, and now we're just getting worse in that consolidation. So we're getting tighter and tighter. Before, at least, we had some open range here. This was bad, this was pretty bad, and now we're into another very tight consolidation zone. So breaking daily low can open the door to some downside. 4 hour time frame is also closing doji here. Doji bearish, to be honest. So we could see some downside to fill some of this range. I do want to be cautious about here. I'm going to put a box here because this is like our previous range. We've had lots of reactions from here. So I just want to keep an eye on this area, because this should be around also our daily support zone. Yeah, previous daily support zone as well. Even though we crossed through it twice, I'm just seeing a lot of reaction from there. So I just want to keep an eye on it. 1 hour time frame making its way down to this 1 hour support. Same thing with 15 minute. So if we can get a close below here, breakouts have not been always the best scenario here, especially after this. So let's see how this 15 close. Still 5 minutes for this 15 to close. We have 5 minute structure, which is nice, but in 5 minutes we could just dump down or close above. I'm not gonna take it on this 5 minute close, although I'm tempted. The reason is we don't have a 1 hour closing below anything yet. We don't have even the 30 minute closing below. So although I would like to take this, it would be something that's a little bit more on the aggressive side here. But is it good to be aggressive right now with a 13 points? for 10 point stop loss, or should I just wait? Because what I'm scared about is in the next 4 minutes or 3 minutes here, that's it, we start to close above the range. If we close above the range, it's game over. Also, I just noticed this broker here, 5-minute time frame is completely off. 5-minute candle just opened. Also spreads and everything at the moment. So yeah, spreads is not that. Wow, that's a completely different support here. Whoa, I'm looking at two different charts here. Completely two different charts. What the hell? Completely two different charts. That's not even funny. What? Am I on the right pair? DAX. Yeah. Yeah, this is a completely different chart we have here. Good thing we checked. I mean, this has a massive LTA downside. This has no LTA. This is two different charts, man. Why? How is it so different? It's a little bit confusing for me that why it would be so different in that case here. But nevertheless, we have a support right here. So that's where our sells are most likely going to come from. We have one more here, so we can just mark up from here, no problem. We use broker because that's where I'm taking. So yeah, it did close nicely below here. Yeah, now it makes sense. We do have a top wick, we don't have a top wick here. So this is two different charts though, so I'm glad we looked at this. After 31 it's clear, 21 for me. Problem is that now I'm contemplating if this is two different charts, I might have wanted to get in a bit earlier on this close here. Because look, we have nice top wick compared to this, but it was two different charts we want to be careful about. So anyways, we can get in below here, it's fine. So we'll keep an eye on that on this broker here, not the one we're trading. Let's see how the 1 hour looks. Yeah, 1 hour, okay, that's interesting. Wow, what a zone. That's a deadly zone we're trading in right now. Deadly, especially after such a big 1 hour candle. This is a massive fake out zone here, huh? Very interesting. Let's keep an eye on DAX. Hopefully we can create some structure here and then start to close below. That would be the ideal case. If not, then I could have gone a bit earlier here on this close. Would have been another option if I knew the charts looked a bit like this, to try trade towards the 1 hour. You know, we're also moving very small amount of points. This range here is only 5-point range, so it looks good, but it's a tiny range. And with this spread, a little bit higher, almost a point. So let's just see how this forms. Very, very interesting price action on DAX today. As for gold here, we're creating some nice structure, which is what we wanted. We wanted some nice structure here at the highs. So yeah, now let's see if we can close above on gold. That would be the trade I'm looking for, is a close above. And yeah, that's the analysis for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the analysis. Look at the spread jump here. Look at this, guys. Can you see this? This is why we would have been cooked, huh? I'm glad. Jesus, man. Can you guys see that? You need to really keep an eye on. So DAX these days is not like how it was in the beginning of the year. We're just seeing, whoa, look at this, man. You know how quickly that stops you out? Look at this. So DAX these days has not been like in the beginning of the year. We're having a lot of low volume before Frankfurt Open. So even if a setup comes from Frankfurt Open, I have not seen a Frankfurt Open, pre-Frankfurt Open be safe for now. So look, because of these spread jumps, that's because of low volume. But in the beginning of the year, it would be totally fine to take a trade pre-Frankfurt. But this is why you need to watch and be careful, because something may look good, but you don't know what the conditions were. So you could be worrying about, oh, I missed a move. But when we watch it live, we can see that actually conditions weren't suitable for that move. And these are things that we cannot control, except these are things that we can control by not taking a trade, but we don't have, you know, total control over it. So we need to make sure to be aware of this, because us being aware is able to keep us safe. So anyways, pulling back, it's kind of what we wanted. We'll let spreads settle down on DAX, and then we can look for potential downside below my red line there. So the bottom red line is where I'm interested for sells. Once spread kind of settles down, which it seems it has now, first 1 minute normally. So if this 5 can close bullish, next one can close bearish below, I'm interested. And on your right hand screen is gold. Gold, if I can get a close above, I'm also interested. And that's basically the plans here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the plans. And yeah, leave a like on the stream. You know the drill. Have 200 of us in here. Get the likes up to 100. I would appreciate it. Hate to say it, part of the game. Do the YouTube business. Today, towards the end of the stream, I will pick the giveaway winners for Pip Labs. We did some of that. There will be one more chance to win a giveaway, and I'll give you a hint. Today at around 4 or 5 p.m. Dubai time, I will post a post on Instagram, leaving a comment on there. I'm doing a package. So I want to do a giveaway for exclusive group as well. So if you leave a comment on that, I'll be selecting a winner for to win both Pip Labs and exclusive group as a package. I'll be selecting 2 winners from that one. But the Pip Labs one is what we're doing separately. Is Pip Labs itself a journaling app too? We do have a journal feature. We're not marketed as a journaling app. We are actually backtesting simulation software. But in our system, we have offered a free journaling just to try help you guys. You didn't sponsor Dubai trip for the exclusive? Yep, that's coming. I told you I'm making a form. You can't just randomly. I need to pick dates. I need to schedule everything. Right? So they will be picked if they're in the exclusives. I'm just making the form at the moment. Visa application, interviews, all of this stuff. I have to also get all this stuff done. One paper from my lawyer as well. Because if they come here and then they can't come back, or they say that I flew them out here and trapped them, like there's a lot of BS people can do. If you're protected like that, you have no worries, and they also are not worried, right? Because I could be a threat to them as well. You never know. Especially these modern day and age. There's a lot of strange people on the internet. Watch Luxy, he mentioned, yeah, he's perma-banned. That's part of the questionnaire. Is your name Luxy? Yes. Not applicable. Cannot join. Which is the best funded firm? I mean, they all have their strengths and weaknesses, but you have a few top funded firms that do well. FTMO is probably one of the best one. Harry, are there different features in Pip Labs who have a subscription of it? Many different features, man. Many different features. Go to the website, go to pricing page, you will see the features. Right? If you go to the website, Pip Labs, go to the pricing page, you'll see. So people who pay for the premium, they get to actually save your simulation. If you're on demo, you never get to save your simulation. If you're on demo, you only get 1 month of data. They get 6 years of data. If you're on demo, you do not get to test more than 3 pairs. If you're on demo, you do not get multi-chart. You do not get prop firm simulator. You do not get slots to save simulations. You do not get AI insights. You do not get access to mentor dashboard, to your statistic dashboard, to setup dashboard. There's so many features, right? The reason you buy Pip Labs is if you actually want to test your strategy and make sure that you have a system that works before you put money in the market. Remember, prop firms are against you. We created a prop firm simulator to make sure that you have an edge, because the prop firms always have an edge. You guys are spending so much money on prop firms, but you've never even passed a demo prop firm, which takes too long and is boring because you want to rush it so you can do the real one. So we solve that by offering a simulator for your prop firm challenges. If you haven't even passed a prop firm simulator, how are you going to be able to pass a real life one? You need proof of that. At least you have that. It's like something that gives you proof that, hey, I was able to do this using my strategy. This is what worked. And you can try 3-4 different styles. You can try passing one prop firm challenge with 3% risk. You can try passing one with a different strategy and see what worked best for you, and then take the challenge. Remember, these prop firm challenges are more expensive. They are against you. They want you to lose because they pay out they pay out their members with people who lose, right? That is how the system works. So you need to have a competitive advantage, right? You need to be better than most. And in order to be better than most, you need to be doing something that most aren't doing. And what are most not doing? They're not on a prop firm simulator refining a strategy that's going to make them pass. Where's John? We have John in the group here. Okay, John. Okay, what he did, not the same John in the YouTube chat, but this John, he passed like 5, 6, 7 demo prop firms before he even had a thought about taking a real prop firm. You know, he did that. That was his experimentation before we had prop firm simulators. On FTMO, I took a ton of demo challenges. Stupid not to. Yeah, I agree. But that's a smart way. Yes, it's more time consuming and it takes more effort, but he's in for that. Because efforts has now given him results. Can you do prop firm challenge in free version? No, you have to pay for prop firm challenge. Remember, we're not a charity, unfortunately. We try to do as much. I put education, I live stream for you guys. But we're not a charity. 7 minutes for gold to close above. Is there a way to export the journal trade data from backtesting session from PipLabs as CSV file? Yes, sir. There is. There is. Wow. Something's going on here, like maybe a news event. Look at spread wide in here. Big dump at the same time. We have very unstable prices today on DAX. DAX is extremely unstable. If that spread widens next to your stop loss, you're going to be stopped out, but price would never touch your stop loss. So we need to be extremely careful and smart when trading DAX today. 5 minutes for this candle to close above here. I wonder if this is enough of a candle. We can maybe go aggressively, enter half on this and then half on the 15, just to not miss the breakout here on gold if it was to close above, right? So we'll see here in 1 minute 23 seconds if we do close above. And then potentially we could enter something like half. Unless it blasts the last 1 minute, which is obviously a potential here. But we're playing it, what are we looking like? 46. See if we can run even smaller stops. Yeah, stops we could probably run below here max. That's even aggressive. But remember, I'm going to go half on this. Because it's still not the 15-minute close. It can fake out, and if it fakes out, it's okay. But at least I don't miss the move, right? It's kind of like something I call opportunity cost. So half would be maybe like 80 bucks on this account. I actually need to get used to lot size for this account. And start to calculate how much 80 bucks would be. I don't think it's a very big lot size. Yeah, that's it. So we need to close above 700 is actually important. So we'll see if it closes above 700. Where's 700 on this? 700 is, we did not close above. So we are below 700 here on both. So no entry just now. We are waiting for the 15-minute, which honestly I prefer. But there is a possibility no bottom wick, we just fly, but that's not going to follow rules. And when we don't follow rules, we don't have probabilities. So it works both ways. It works both ways. So we got the close here on DAX, but this is just a ridiculous close with super wide spread. Not really sure what's going on with DAX today. It's just extremely random, man. Extremely random day. Spread is still jumping all over the place. Gaps everywhere. So hopefully we can trade off a pullback. Pullback would be better. Now we're at support as well here on this. What's behind this? A little bit more clean candles. Yeah, very messy today on DAX. Look, we closed right at support here. So that would have even been, if we won this trade and we didn't analyze like that, just got lucky. Just got lucky in that sense. I would love in the next 3 minutes for some 1 minute structure to come through here. You know, break this low here, come down, retest something. So smart ways to keep away. Well, it's a bit random what we're seeing, man. Suddenly spread jumped. We have different charts on Tradingview and broker. We're seeing a huge drive down for no reason. Now we're seeing it retrace. Look at this, man. Gap down, everyone FOMO's in. Now they're in drawdown. So let's let price normally will stabilize. It's still early, right? It's only 10 minutes after Frankfurt Open. It's only 10 minutes after Frankfurt Open. So we have the whole day ahead. But see this spread jump? I can't trade with this spread jump. Maybe you guys don't have a spread jump. Yeah, sure. But until this shit stops, it's going to be very difficult for me to trade. Because imagine if my stop loss was here and spread jumps like that, I'll be stopped out, but price only reached here. So that's because of lack of volume. There's lack of volume with this liquidity provider right now, which happens sometimes when DAX is in weird scenarios, you know. So that's why I'm going to focus on gold closure now in about, you know, in about 2 minutes here. I think gold would fake out. Well, if it does, then I lose my trade. It's as simple as that. But nothing is telling me gold is bearish. So until something tells me gold is bearish, then I can start. I mean, there's a chance it could fake out. I mean, if it doesn't close above 700, there's no trade anyways. Hopefully last 1 minute we don't do anything silly. I still have to give all-time high a shot here, you know. It's just hard not to. I know it could fake out. I'm not scared of that. SL on previous 15. Yeah, I'm thinking to put SL just below these lows here. Actually, the 5-minute lows. Something around 40, 44. Maybe we can get away with a little bit here, a little bit smaller. Something like 41s. If this was a prop firm challenge, would you take this breakout on gold? Well, to be honest, you know, breakouts, it can be a hit or miss, but for me, it's an opportunity here. Because when gold breaks out, it can be quite nice. So regardless, it's still a setup. I do have probabilities to win this trade. So for me, I have to execute on it. See if we can get a little, we have a gap down here. A bigger bottom wick would be better. So I'm going to place a buy stop at the high. It's a little bit tight, that buy stop. Something like that. Stop loss below the lows. "15 minutes and we'll see." Would be nice for it to tap 700 first, but for me that's a bottom wick. Right, so I'm triggered there. So we'll see how this breakout goes. I know breakouts are not been the best during London, but I have to give it a shot, man. It's my only choice here. I don't mind taking the loss in this instance here. It's okay for me. I would be more upset at missing this trade if this was to fly towards the upside. So that's kind of my consideration, is how much would I be pissed off if I missed this trade, because I do have some confirmations here. Stop loss is too big. It's the only place I can keep a logical stop loss. Especially with no pullbacks on the 5. 5 might want to pull back here. I was expecting a little bit more pressure here. Especially on a breakout. No bottom wick on this. Why is my chart not adjusting properly? Stone Age technology. I can't even see my chart, man. On phone, it's not like that, though. Scale fix is on already. There we go. Good job, Tony. Good job. So I'll be managing this trade off 1 minute structure. I'll be watching carefully how 1 minute structure forms. We have it above our entry. If we break 1 minute structure, it's not a good sign. If we're going to trend, we need to just keep on continuing 1 minute. If we're going to break out today, we just need to keep on doing this. If we break some sort of 1 minute structure, like maybe here, it's going to be game over. So honestly, in this trade, I can lose very little. Maybe I can only, if I have to manage this trade here, I can end up losing only maybe like 18 points here, which is very little compared to a 58 point down there. I mean, from where we are. Yeah, close below key level we can manage as well. In case we get a crazy candle, I can already move stop loss up here. In case we get some sort of crazy candle, you know, that just comes out of nowhere. I'm not going to lose much. Close to 5 minute resistance. That is definitely our break even. Where is 5 minute resistance? 5 minute resistance higher. We have the 5 minute close here. So let's see how this 5 minute candle closes. New 5 minute open now. Bottom wick being made. Flipping. If we break the high, it's nice. Gives us some probabilities. Break of high. That's a good push. Nice push already. I'm gonna move stops to break even. Fuck! I closed the trade. Oh my days. I closed the trade. I'm getting confused with two things at once. Sheesh. It hit. Close profits, guys. Close profit. It hit 305. Take profits, guys, because it hit 5. It hit on broker. It hit key level. 50 pips done. 50 pips done. Let's go. It hit on broker. Make sure you close on broker to our target, huh? Make sure you close on broker to our target. Anyway, still a win. I'm happy with it. And yeah, let's go. Leave a W in chat. You took that with us today. Nice start to Monday. And start to this account with a win. So, clean little trade here. I had to take the breakout. So, let's see W's in chat. Zoom is working. YouTube chat is sleeping. Wait, my phone's not focusing. Come on. No, Instagram. Let's see it. Instagram is broken, man. I need to take this with camera. Clean win today. Thank you. Anyways, so idea behind the trade, pretty simple. Target was accurate, key level here. I managed to only close out here on 35 points here. 35 points. I accidentally, instead of break even, I should have just dragged it here. My original stop loss here was around on this broker, right? We had original stop loss at around, oh shit, wrong drag. I said 79, no way 79. Around 40. You got half win? No, I got around, I risked 160 here and I closed profit for 120. So what is that? Can someone calculate that? I'm too lazy. What is that? 80. I should have left runner as well because all-time high. 80%, right? Yeah. Should be 80. Man, I should have left runners as well because we're all-time high. I messed up, man. Fee fan, bro. But I do have it still running on my main account. So I'm actually even more happy. Is this new account? I'm clueless. Yeah, last week we had some people saying like, if you never showed your MetaTrader, you would have never took the trade. So I'm like, no problem. Let me make an account that I'm only risking 150 to 250 bucks and show me taking the trades, right? Because then what are people gonna say? So this, I want to show what is possible because I feel like it is very achievable for people to risk 150 to 200 in the future. So I want to show what is achievable with that risk amount. You know? You remember, guy, I've been doing this live for like 2 years, more than 2 years now, right? And whenever someone says something, you know, like, you would have never shown that on your account. For me, it doesn't make sense because I'm taking the trades here. So I just thought, hey, I can just split screen. Anyways, disaster from my side. Disaster. Did you go full risk on it? I only went half because you said it made sense, cost of opportunity. Yeah, I went full because the break. I was gonna go half on the 5-minute, but 15-minute close. Happy to go full. Happy to go full. Your TP will be where? Yeah, probably going to close out some now and then just leave a runner. That would be best for the main here. So we close out some there and then we leave the rest. Only 20% for fun. Because since I'm above a 1-to-1 now, I can do that, right? So I'm leaving 20% because it's above a 1-to-1. And that's it. Job done, yeah. That's what I mean, like we had to take it, right, on gold. Like it's scary sometimes because of how breakouts have been working, but you have, that's the opportunity cost. Like you have to take it. There's no option. Ah, man. I could have made easy a lot of money on this first trade on this account. Anyways, it's only the first trade of the account. We have a lot of trading to be done on this account, but I could have immediately put this account in like 1.5% profit. Easy 1.5% profit on this account. Is it 0.8 or is it 0.85? What would 0.85 be? This is the only stream that actually made me money. Nice. So I close 120 SIL of 160 risk. Well, 158 if we're being exact. $120. How do we calculate that though? Okay, we'll just put this for now. Then I calculate it after. Easier, less headache. So I want to see how much extra this runs for. Actually, no, that wouldn't have been a 1.5% trade, even if I held. But the runner, we don't know where the runner is going to run, so I could have been. I only got 0.5%. Now I'm regretting just trailing each 5-minute candles. Yeah, that runner would be good. I was only going to do 0.5% on the 5-minute close, but once we got the 15, it gives me confidence. Because I was scared that the 15 ends up closing below. Because 15, wow. Yeah, this is all-time high, man. This is where Alexi needs to be here about leaving runners. This is the time, right? But anyways, we can't. We have runner on main, so it doesn't matter. But this account, I really want to grow. When 2.5%, made 2.5%. Let's go, man. Yeah, this can run 100 pips today. That would be my main target, 10. 10 would be my main target. Let's see what my... So perhaps your new account will be a content in a few months. You'll show your documentaries just for live stream, man. We'll see what's possible with 100. I'm just trying to... Now I'm trying to... Should I also trade it in NY just to show what's possible as a trader? Should I also trade it in NY? Or should I just trade it in London? NY, we run the account up faster. If I just trade it in London, it will still run up, but it will be a little bit slower. Harry, do you have an in-depth video about trade managing? Because a lot of my Vs end up in profit. Yeah, I do have an in-depth video about that. And that is in the exclusive group. So those in-depth videos you'll find there. Plus, you can also ask me if you're there and I can help you. And I can go through your actual trades, man. That's what I did with actually a member in the group. I'm doing it now every week. I'm trying. This week we did something a little bit different. But every week I'm going through people's journals. Right? I'm going through people's journals and looking at their trades one by one. Anyhow, nice to get an early trade. DAX is just a piece of crap at the moment. Such random moves. I would stay away a little bit from DAX at the moment. Let's have a look. This is on UJ here. Took this setup. Stop loss placement. Was this Asian? Yeah, wide stops for Asian. Yeah, I should have just read before asking. Damn. Nice one. Congrats, congrats. Uh, yeah, I think for Asian, man, that's great. Give it space to retest towards this low if it really wanted to be a bit boring. So, and you had enough targets, so I like it, man. You know, I like it. I mean, you know, it would be nice to run this stop loss here, right? That's where we could run it in a higher volume session. But one thing you can start to learn is that watch how Asian has been. If you notice Asian has been good pushes, no need to give it no need to give it breathing room. Okay, then you can stop giving it breathing room. But if Asian has been a little bit, you know, more pullback, a little bit more rangy, then you can, yeah, give it that breathing room. So you can actually adjust as a trader just based off the information. But for a Monday trade, better to give it breathing room because we don't know how Monday is going to act. Sheesh. I knew today was going to be a big breakout and just leave it, you know. Anyways, we have runner on main. I don't know where to secure that runner. Here's another problem though. On main, I'm making more money, but on this journal here, it's... So what? I'm gonna switch this journal, I guess, to the London session trade, right? So this journal won't be representative of main. This will be representative of London. Yeah, I'm actually gonna close full there. That's enough for me. Nice. Good shit, man. Good shit. Yeah, that's a great trade. Big breakout today. You remember what I said at beginning stream? Can everyone type in chat what I said about this breakout? What did I say today about this breakout? What did I say would be worse? Right? People were saying it's gonna be a fake out, right? A lot of you guys in chat tell me fake out, fake out, fake out. Yeah, it would be worse for me to miss out. You know, ask yourself this. How would your psychology be not only for the rest of the day, but for the rest of the week if you did not manage to capitalize off this what? Okay, maybe you don't catch the full move, but it's never perfect, right? But imagine you didn't get anything. What is worse? Risking it and taking the loss? Or not taking it at all, right? Right? That's what I mean. Not to take it would be worse because all week you're like, fuck, this might be the move of the week. I'm addicted to nicotine since the weekend. Daniel, man. Did you see how much he left of his cigar? Don't worry, we'll get Hunter to give you some zins, bro. Yo, Harry, did anyone buy the Dirty Harry drink? No, Daniel was supposed to buy the Dirty Harry drink, but he didn't do it for me, man. He didn't do it for me. Something weird, a little bit sus about him drinking Dirty Harry, you know, in his mouth. So he's like, fuck, man, I can't take that. I can't take that. That's a bit too much. And I'm like, yeah, I also don't want to be involved in that. It's enough for me. How many pips you got on gold? 50,000 pips. 50,000 pips. I wanted to know how Dirty Harry tasted. Damn, man. Damn, chat, relax, man. I'm reading some now, chat. Going crazy, man. Too much sus. It's too much. We have the same LTA on broker, or broker is different here? No, different. See, it's the cap, man. It's cap. This is where... then we have this LTA. I mean, if DAX starts to break out below here, it looks pretty juicy, actually. We go double dip today, maybe. Double dip below here. But then we have this bullshit here. Do you know, do you gay? Of course, man. That's the film, man. That's where the drink name came from. Dirty Harry, the film. That's the classic, man. That's the classic. My age knows it because I'm cultured. I don't know other people. They're not cultured. Who can help me about fundamental analysis? I think I put a fundamental analysis on my YouTube. So watch that one. And then we do fundamental analysis every day in the exclusive though. Not every day, every week, my bad. Cheers, Ronnie. Take care. It's an old video. It is... It's not that old. Powell, yeah, there it is. I was wrong for ignoring fundamentals in my strategy. So I speak a little bit about fundamentals here. Babyface sharp. Yeah. Oh man, my RSQ3, man. I missed that car. I missed that car. I actually wanted to buy it back. It's a good daily car, man. Very simple. You traded in? No, I sold it. Traded for what? GT3? They don't give you anything. GT3 is worth like 3 of these. That's why it's such a good car, right? Because you get so much for what you paid for. Same with the GT3 though. I do agree with that, but it's just like, you know. Giveaway time. All right, let's do the giveaway for Pip Labs winner here. I'm gonna post the giveaway results on the Pip Labs Instagram story. So now let's randomly select some people. All right. We need to write down the usernames and then we can put it down. So let's go. Winner 1 is... Let's write the username. Let's go, let's go. Not many entries, so you guys have a high chance. You have a high chance. Winner number 1 is... XAUSD. Winner number 1. We're doing one winner from this comment, and then one of them was, I promise, from the GT3 video as well. So let's go. Next winner. Underscore. Is that you? Nice. So, small giveaways to begin with. We're going to be doing more giveaways. Next giveaway is going to be on YouTube. Next giveaway is going to be so the way I'm doing it is I'm doing multiple to give people more time. Next giveaway. Yeah, listen, Zen, bro. Can you relax, bro? Jesus Christ, man's not listening. 2 winners from Instagram. Next post, another 2 winners. And then I'm doing 6. And then I'm going to do 2 winners from YouTube. Because some people don't have Instagram. So it's total 6 winners. And the next post on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, you will win. 2 winners will win. Tradesharpe, exclusive as well. Plus, they will win Pip Labs. Double. You'll win double in the next one. So the next one is the biggest one. The YouTube one, we will do as well. And out of those people, 1 person will win a lifetime Pip Labs. And then that's our launch giveaway. So, put this on the story. Please DM the Pip Labs page. I can't find this guy's Instagram. HARUNONO. Damn, where's this guy's Instagram? We'll have to redo it and try to find his name now. Fifan. Maybe that's not his username. Okay, found it. Sweet. This is closing at, huh? Wow, very far on broker. Crazy, you all saying Fifan. How to register for YouTube? Show up to the streams. I will be saying it next stream. Next stream I'll be saying this is nuts, man, on gold, man. I knew that made this. This is like, you know, it's always nice to start a new account and get a big win, right? So I knew this would be worth it if it played out, but I don't know why. I don't know what happened, man. I was switching to, because I wanted to close on main. I guess I closed on this one here. Never seen Frankfurt push like that on gold? Yeah, back to all-time high ends, bro. All-time high is your favorite, man. When we're back to all-time high, people tend to forget old market conditions. And then when it comes back, they don't know how to enter on it. Not you, but I'm just saying in general. But this is what we used to see on DAX all the time. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've had all-time highs in London. So it's nice to see. I wasn't expecting 200 pips. Yeah, I was expecting 100. 100 for me. DAX is just being an asshole today, man. Absolute asshole. At least gold was a little bit nicer. And spread is still widening on DAX till now? That is crazy, man. Cheers, Joe. Take care. Have a good day to yourself. Please trade new account in NY. Potential of Tradesharpe London is only 2 hours. Yeah, but I'll be not trading it live though. I can't do both. Not in terms of I can't, but it's just too much. Do you trade on props? Yes, I do have a prop firm account. I trade on futures for my prop firm account. There's a video on my YouTube channel of how I passed it if you're interested to see my passing method. This is the video on my channel. Make sure to watch yesterday's video. Very good liquidity grab entry strategy. And believe it or not, we did have a small liquidity grab this morning that helped us with this. And we had one before our entry right here. So there are useful concepts, right? They are useful concepts, right? Yesterday in the group, we had an amazing conversation about you as a trader. I'm going to clip that today after stream, and I'm going to post it separately in the... It's already there in webinars, but everyone in the exclusive, you need to watch that. I might do a short version on YouTube for you guys because that was super important. I think should reset your mindset, you know? Reset your mindset. Damn, that is crazy, man. That someone was watching Ent's videos. That is so funny. I'm telling you, man, Tradesharpe is a small community. I'm going to watch that now. Yeah, it's great, man. It's super reset and natural. Like, remember, I didn't even plan to have webinar this week. I said I need a weekend off to refresh, to come in Monday strong. But then I just ended up doing it, and then boom, I came in. Is it better to start on a proper account or real account? It's actually better to get education, man. You need to learn how to trade before you start on an account. What's the point of starting an account if you don't know what you're doing, not practicing? If you don't want to learn from someone like me or pay thousands to others, then go learn yourself on something like backtesting simulator. I know it's stuff that I sell and it sounds cheesy, but it's just the truth. Because people don't realize, before I even owned my own simulator, I have videos of me backtesting because that's how, look how many videos. This is all backtesting, backtesting, backtesting. This is 3 years ago, guys. Backtesting, backtesting. How many backtesting videos are there, man? That's literally one of my first videos is my backtesting videos. Right? Literally, most of my videos, if you were to average how many videos are me just backtesting. And you can see, 3 years ago, me backtesting in my cave. Again, another backtesting video. All of these backtesting videos are not on, you know, I used to hear, look, this was me backtesting my using fixed lots, right? So I was backtesting using a fixed lot size and stuff like that. We have to go watch this actually. Let's see how this is. How embarrassing this is.
Up
Damn,
what
damn,
basically
damn.
the style of trading, because I trade price action. So how does that work during that week? And not affiliated with them, so yeah. We have
Listen to what I
what
said.
we need to do first. Oop, I need to bring that back. So what we need to do first is we need to mark out this monthly resistance here that we're tapping. So we're going to right click here, object list, and
Look at how you had to
mark that
write monthly
So
resistance,
we'll
how
mark
long
that
it
as
took.
MR, monthly resistance. Now we're going to go on the weekly time frame. Need to clone.
3 years ago, though this is 2, but almost 3 years ago I'm doing the same shit.
Now let's
Clone
go
it.
to the weekly time frame. And before I get questions of what software, this is called Soft4FX, and it is a backtesting software that you guys can also have a free version and there's a paid version. I'm not affiliated with them.
I really want everyone to listen to this. Please. I get a lot of hate online. A lot of hate online of me pushing my products. Hey, you only stream to push your products. 2 years ago. More than 2. This is almost 3 years ago, this video, when it was posted. Not one link to this Soft4FX. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not anything. I have nothing to do with these guys. I literally advertise it in the same way I do advertise mine today. Listen what I have to say.
Before I get questions of what software, this is called Soft4FX, and it is a backtesting software that you guys can also have a free version and there's a paid version. I'm not affiliated with them, so yeah.
So please, when someone says that, remember today. Right? Remember today. Because I literally talk to tell people about what it is, you know? Don't listen to them, yeah, but now they can eat their own words, because, you know, they can eat their own words, because this is really just how it works. Like, people are gonna ask me, so instead I say it, and then eventually now we've created our own one. We've created our own one. Also, I've been getting a few DMs of people asking me for discount code for Pippa Labs. We might run one more. But remember, if you're in the exclusive, you get access to that discount code anytime. So don't stress if you're in the exclusive. Just DM me and you're good. Okay? DAX breaking out apparently. Yeah, it looks like it's breaking down here. Let's see, 5-minute structure. 2 seconds for this to close. Wow, on London Open. So no top wick, right? Because we're London Open. We have a discount code. Depends when you bought it. Because remember, the price went up, Rodney. So you bought it before. So now it's the same price. That discount was launched with version 5. In May or something? Yeah, because on the old, that's what I said. If you buy in the old version, you will not be subject to price increase. But since I tried to help the guys in the exclusive, I'm keeping the price the same for them whenever. Why are the markets moving so much? Because yes, last week we were waiting for FOMC and all of this business. This week, finally, we can have a breather and we're just getting some nice market volume. It's what we want to see, right? We want to trade in these conditions. This is easier to make money. Yeah, Bitcoin shat the bed here. I don't know what it ate last night. Looks like it ate one big dumb biryani and now it's finished. Game over. You should clip multiple live stream trades, upload as a long form video, title live trading full week. Sometimes these videos do well. Yeah, I think they do. What happened with Binance? So for DAX, we want to see structure be made and then sell below that structure. You see, that's why no top wick is dangerous. Oh, it's a liquidation run. Then we should have limit orders, and it can get filled on these dumps. If you like adrenaline, switch to DAX 1 minute chart. Yeah. It's moving a bit mad. Alright, I'm gonna head off. Good trading session for me. Call it a day. It's very simple. We be here if we have to be here. Gonna chill with the guys in the exclusive. We're gonna discuss and break down DAX for anyone who's interested. We'll see if there's some options that come on DAX. And that's it. So appreciate you all showing up. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Don't give back profits for no reason. And hopefully catch you guys tomorrow. Much love and peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.